How do you get started in this business if you have only $100 to start and nothing else? And why do I have the moral authority, as Patrick Bet-David would say, to speak on the subject? When I got started in this business, I started with about $200 in my checking account. I didn't have a lot of money. So I actually followed the same process I'm going to share with you guys here in this video. And in about a year and a half, I was able to stack about $100,000. I went from having $200 in savings to $100,000 after paying taxes. And I believe I even paid off $12,000 in debt, yet I still had $100,000 in my checking account. Boom, in about a year and a half. So what's the process I followed? We, as electronic resellers, buy items at a cheap price and we sell it for more. That's what we do. And there's all sorts of items we can buy and all sorts of different price points. We can buy phones that are a few years old and have a cracked screen. Same thing with iPads and MacBooks that are 5, 6, 7 years old. And we can also buy brand new in the box phones, unlocked phones, high-end items. I bought items before for $10 and $20. I bought items before for $500, $600. I bought an item just a couple weeks ago. I think there were 2 iPads. I believe I paid $800 each and I sold them for $920 each. So there's a whole range of things. So if you don't have a lot of money, and I would just recommend you do what I did. In the beginning, I wasn't focused on the high-end items. I wasn't even buying the expensive items, the new in the box phones and the newer phones. I was buying the phones that were 3, 4 years old. Phones that were a few years old that had damages. Phones I could pay $35 for, sell it on eBay for $110. Item I could pay $60 for, sell it for $150. Items that I could pay $20 for and sell it for $89. That's what I did. That's exactly how I started in this business. And as I continued to buy items, and I did that for weeks, my income started to grow. And then I had a little bit more purchasing power, had a little bit more income. I was able to start buying medium-ish items for $150, turn around and selling it for, $240 on eBay. Items that I could buy for $200, turn around and sell it for $340 or whatever the price would be. That would be good. And I slowly went that route. Now, did it suck a little bit in the beginning? I was actually pretty happy because I was still, even though I was grinding, and I did have to go through more communications and messages because there was part of the items that other people could buy that I couldn't buy because I basically didn't have the money to be competitive. I could have still made offers on it, but if it's an item that someone could pay $800 for and I can only offer, let's say I already bought an item that day and I could only offer $80 on it, and other people could easily pay $800 and turn around and sell it for $900, I'm probably not going to get those items. That's totally fine. Because what it did is it allowed me to get more familiar with the business. It also helped me get better at my negotiating because I had more leads to go through. And I continued to have wins. My first full week in this business, I made $500 in profit. That's starting with $200. That's while I had a full-time job, getting off work at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. In fact, every week afterwards, I continued to make at least $500 in profit, and then I started to make more. Eventually, I was making $1,000 in profit a week, and then it just kept growing from there. So that's exactly how I would get started if you only have $100 or $200 or less. And if you have more than $200, woo! Doing better than I was when I got started. You start buying the items that you can buy, the cheaper items, the lower end items, you flip those items, and as you get more money, you start buying the middle items, and then eventually you get enough money where you can buy all the different types of items. That's how it starts. My name's Aaron Goldston, signing off.